Black Monday. BTC plunges as markets everywhere brace for a global trade war. Are there buyers at these levels, or is this going to get worse? Crypto in Q2. Surely it can't get any worse than this, right? Right?
Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is going to be my 10th video and I would like to thank everyone for sticking around so far. Today I'm going to dig into Trump administration policies and how they are affecting the crypto market. Buckle up folks, the crypto market is chaotic right now. Bitcoin is on a roller coaster after the 2024 halving. Meme coins like PEPE and so-called Trump coins are skyrocketing and then falling. And Donald Trump is making headlines, sending shockwaves across the market. Most of you are wondering, what the hell is happening? Today, we are going to break down Trump, crypto and chaos and tell you exactly what's happening in the market and what you should be doing. From the wild price swings to Trump crypto policy and regulation shakeups, what does it mean for you as an investor? Let's find out today. The first question that will come to your mind is, why is the market so volatile right now? The short answer is hype and a bit of history repeating itself. It all began with the 2024 halving of the Bitcoin that set the stage. After the halving, which cut Bitcoin's rewards by half, Bitcoin went into a lot of speculation. And we all know speculation leads to hype and hype leads to volatility. The volatility was so high that Bitcoin jumped over 11% overnight to $94,000, flirting with that magical six-figure mark. One wonders what caused the spike. One of the catalysts for the spike was Donald Trump himself. In March, he announced that the United States is going to create a strategic reserve for Bitcoin in Ethereum. This official nod sent the market surging over $300 billion over a couple of hours. But there is always a but. After the initial surge came a big drop and profit taking kicked in, which resulting in crypto falling sharply, and majority of the post-election gains were reversed, wiping billions of the market. Yes, Bitcoin fell after nearing those highs. It crossed $100,000 and then fell. Volatility at its finest. And it's not just Bitcoin, the altcoin casino is in full swing as well. Enter the meme coin. Remember PEPE, the frog-shaped coin, which was termed as the DOGE killer that went viral? It mooned last year but then plunged and now is struggling to keep a key support level, with traders on edge, wondering whether it will rebound or sink further. And now about the infamous TrumpCoin, the coin riding on Donald Trump's name. It skyrocketed on launch to over $70 per coin and then crashed 80% to $13 per coin. It gave a lot of people FOMO. These crazy pump and dump swings show us that how volatile and unpredictable the crypto market is, especially in times of policy shifts and regulation shakeups. And it tells us that it rides only on sentiments and is easily influenced by policy factors. Even the OG meme coin, DOGEcoin, hasn't escaped the chaos. One moment it's soaring 11% overnight because Elon Musk posted a crypto tweet saying Doge will fix it. Next, it slides back once the hype fades. This shows us that social media can ignite FOMO rallies within minutes. Basically, volatility is off the charts because everyone is trying to find the next big hit to make money quick. Be it a Bitcoin breakdown, a Trump fuel rally, or the latest TikTok coin craze. When news and social media move billions, you know things are in the Wild West. Alright, so with all this craziness, we have to ask, is it just hype or is there something fundamentally changing? On the hype side, clearly a lot of fraud. With coins named after frogs and presidents, that's 90% hype. They surge mostly because people on Reddit, X, TikTok are guessing them up. We saw hashtags like TrumpCoin, PEPE Army creating a self-fulfilling pump and then the bubble pop. Take it as a rule of thumb, if a coin surges 80% over a couple of days to weeks, it's more than likely that it's speculation. And Elon's Doge tweets are fun, but they are not exactly adoption. Sorry Doge fans. These social media frenzies are mostly short-term hype cycles. They do create short-term gains, a lot of noise, but they don't fundamentally push crypto technology forward. Now, the real impact side of the equation is also playing out in the background among all the noise. For once, slowly but gradually, institutional adoption is happening real time. You can just look at big money movers and how wall market giants are jumping in. In fact, BlackRock's crypto funds now hold over 574,000 Bitcoins and 1.1 million Ethereums over their Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Yes, that's hundreds and thousands of Bitcoins. It's not just internet hype. It's major financial institutions and trust funds betting on Bitcoin for a long haul. And speaking of ETF, after years of waiting, the US finally approved spot Bitcoin ETFs in late 2024, opening the floodgates for mainstream investors. Now in 2025, there's a lot of speculation and anticipation towards an Ethereum ETF rollover. The SEC at this moment is meeting with companies on how to handle these crypto funds, and an Ethereum ETF is expected to roll out in 2025. These concrete development and institutional funding are definitely going to bring fresh capital into Ethereum, and this is concrete development, not just internet hype. Then we also have Donald Trump's own influence, which straddles with hype and reality. On one hand, just his name being attached to a coin can spark a speculative frenzy, as we have already seen with TrumpCoin. But on the other hand, President Trump is also shaping policy that will affect the crypto market real time. He has gone from calling Bitcoin thin here over a few years ago to actively investing in it. Since the 2024 election, Trump's stance has become pro-crypto, and it's not just talk. He has signed an executive order, among others, to create a strategic crypto reserve, and has also hosted the White House Crypto Summit to promote blockchain innovation. This tells us when a US president is promoting crypto, it's not just hype, it's policy. In fact, his administration quickly rolled back on the previous administration's crackdown on crypto. The SEC under Trump withdrew investigation on a number of crypto companies and even rolled back its lawsuit against Coinbase, one of the biggest crypto exchanges. That's actually a big deal. It shows regulatory shifts and policy change, which will eventually drive sustainable and real-time growth. Regulators and lawmakers beyond Trump are also getting in on the action. The US Congress is debating new crypto laws and regulations. For example, there's momentum on a bill to regulate stablecoins, those dollar-pegged cryptocurrencies, and Trump White House is pushing it as a priority. This could actually bring rules of the road to the wild west of crypto payments. Even the SEC, led by a more crypto-friendly team, has set up a crypto task force working with industry insiders instead of fighting them outright. All these moves suggest that we are finally moving towards a more mature crypto market with more stability, policy and regulation, clearer rules, big player involvement, and who would have thought White House would be stockpiling Bitcoin. Bottom line is, the hype is very real, but so is the progress underpinning the industry. It's chaotic, yes, but it's not all joke. The key is in knowing what's a viral fad and what's game changer. Now, with all this Trump-fueled crypto chaos, what should you be doing? Is now the time to dive in or just run for the hill? I'm not your financial advisor or a crypto expert, but here are some common sense takes. First of all, do not get caught up in hype. The allure of a meme coin 10xing over a week is tempting, but remember how TrumpCoin dumped 80% overnight. If you are chasing every shiny looking TikTok viral coin, that's just basically gambling. You might make more money gambling in Vegas than through this. Hype can make you money faster, but it can lose you money even faster. So if you insist on speculating on meme coins, only use money you are prepared to lose. Seriously, only use money you are actually prepared to lose. Next thing to look at is fundamentals and utility. Ask yourself, does this meme coin or token do something useful, or is it just based on a name or a meme? And compare it to more mainstream coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum, which have more institutional backing and utility. This doesn't guarantee their prices won't swing. It will. Trust me, it will. But at least there's some substance behind their valuation. In contrast, a random new coin with a funny name has no underlying value. Its faith is at the mercy of hype. Invest accordingly. Next thing to do is to pay attention to the big picture and not just social media. Crypto doesn't move in vacuum, as we have seen in the past few weeks. Keep an eye for regulatory and policy shifts like new laws or regulation, major endorsements by companies. Because when people like Trump or Elon talk about crypto, it can cause a short-term gain or a hype, but real change only comes by policy shifts. And if there are no regulatory or policy shifts, those hypes will die down and you will lose money. That's the same with Federal Reserve decisions and global events. These can all influence how crypto will react. Will it be a boom or a bust? So always balance your focus between the meme and the macro. Lastly, and definitely the most important advice, is to balance your risk. Volatility isn't going to go away. Huge swings are the price of admission into the crypto market. That means you will have to manage risk smartly. Always diversify, just like in the stock market. Never invest all your savings in one coin because your friend or a post on X told you to. You can also set stop loss orders or make up a plan to exit the trade, but more importantly, never invest more than you can afford to lose. It's kind of a cliche take, but it's true, and it will serve you well. Because think, if a 50% crash tomorrow will ruin your finances, then you have overextended. In short, approach the market with a cool head. Crypto can be incredibly rewarding, but at the same time, it can be volatile and treacherous. There's real opportunity here. Crypto isn't going to go away, and markets around the world are slowly adopting it. But it's like a roller coaster, but for your finances. So buckle up if you have a stomach for it. Sometimes, in my opinion, the best move is to step back during an hype and wait for things to cool down. Opportunities will come, they always do, one way or the other. What a time to be in crypto. The next few years will define how crypto affects the financial markets around the world, in the United States and abroad. Crypto is here to stay. The sooner you realize it, the better. So get ready, buckle up, because it's going to be a hell of a ride. If you found this update helpful, smash the like button, subscribe, and keep following for more. Please leave your comments down below and tell me what do you think about it. Is crypto hype or real world development? And always stay safe and invest wisely, because as I always say, the easiest path to financial ruin is through stupid investment. You can watch my video on meme coins here. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. Bye bye.